So this is the page we are going to create today, and we have created single pages based on the third week class, and you might have replicated the exercise into multiple times in order to create 5 pages. With that assumption that 5 pages are available, then we will create a home page that accommodates all the 5 pages. So if you click this, it will take you to the inner page, the story on India Reject homepage. India rejects China's offer. Then you can check the other pages also. Earlier we used to refer first story, second story, third story, and in your pages you may replace that first story, second story, third story with the actual headlines. So whenever there is a story on sports is available, that headline should not be here. So this is of one story, and the left bar should have only 4 stories. And that instead of first story, second story, if you give the headline, that will give an indication to the users to know that there are 4 more stories, and some of them related to business or politics or related to education. So according to their interest, according to their choice, they may go to all the 4 or they may go 1 or 2. So with that as an understanding, we are going to create the home page. As like earlier classes, we will use a bluefish, and the bluefish is meant for multiple programming purpose, and we are using it for HTML coding. So in this class, I'll create from the beginning how to create a home page. As like earlier advice, always keep files in one folder. So in a home page, usually named as index.html. So you always use that because computers are programmed like that. Whenever there is a file called index.html, if somebody visits your site, this page opens by default. So that's the purpose of giving index.html page, and save that file. And head, within the title, create a body. HTML plus HTML. So within the body, we are going to create the first segment, that logo, then title, then description. This we have done earlier, but this we will create again. This is a full exercise in which this home page is being created separately. And in case you are comfortable with that coding, then you may take that coding from your earlier exercise. But here we will create a table. Table width is 70%. Then alignment, center, border 1. Then that's it. Create one row. And this table has 3 columns, 1 column for logo, 1 for title, 1 for description. So in the TD, this is a column. First column we can keep it like 25%. Background color red. Align, center. So whatever content available here. And here we are going to insert an image, IGNOU's logo. Already that logo is available, it should be available in your folder, and we have the IGNOU logo. Yeah, so IGNOU.png. You can keep it 175. So this is first column. Second column, align center, blue, H1. Since it's a blue color background, and by default the text takes a black color, so we'll change it to white color. That's a white. Then close. That's second column. Like first column, we specify the width is 25%. Here width is equal to 50%. Third and final column is the description about the site. Width is 25%. Align center. It's small, so H3 will use. It's about SOJNMS. That's first column. First table is created. We'll check with the output. So this is a logo, this is a title, this is a description. Now this table is over, so we'll minimize the first table. Then we will create a second table, that's categories. We will create that table. 70%. Color is black. Align center. First row. And here there are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So we'll segregate each column into 20%, 20% each. That takes you to 100%. 100% will appear within this size, whatever the 70% of the screen. Okay, so that's a TD. It's 20%. First page, so href home is being linked with this page index.html. We are going to create 5 pages, 5 links here, the same thing, so we can copy paste that same content. 3, 4, 5. So we have to change only the names. our stories. One sports. So five columns and five categories being created. Save this and check it. This is the page we are trying. The page is being created. Now, the page with the first table is over, second table is over, the third table. So this is the third table we are going to create. In the third table, we are going to place a news item based on the news values. So some of the story is a big story, bigger relevance. It has a higher priority. So accordingly, we need to give more space, and then subsequently the second important story. The remaining story is text, remaining space. The first story will give a bigger importance with the images, bigger size. Second story important but smaller the size of the picture. Third, fourth, and fifth without any picture, but we are giving only headlines part. We will create that part now. Second table is ready. We will minimize that. So like the previous tables, with this 70% align center. And there's no background color because, as Sam's repeating many times in earlier classes, the news website and news should be in the black and white. The other areas we can play around the colors, but many international reputed newspapers, they try to avoid colors because colors has certain meaning, and that varies from society to society and culture to culture. And one the real team may mean certain colors with certain purposes, but audience may take it in a different way. So in order to avoid any biasness, or editorial team doesn't want to give any kind of meaning attached with any story, that's why they'll go with the black and white as per the newspaper design standards. So in that way, we in the newspaper, in this website, we are not going to give any background color for the story. So a row is being created. First column. So here, unlike the earlier tables, and here we are going to insert a table inside a table. Okay, and this is for the first two stories. We'll keep in one table. So table. And here width we can say 100%. Background color is the same. Align center. First row, single row. First column. Since this story is a bigger story and this is a smaller first important story, second important story, we will give approximately 65 and 35%. So width for the first column is 65%. Here we'll give one headline. So the headline is going to be H1. India the headline, then we'll insert an image. Image name, we have to check what name is being given. That it's Indochin.jpg. Since the size of the image must be bigger, so we'll make it minimize that. Width is approximately 225 and height is 140. This left. Then we'll insert first paragraph of the story. Okay, that should not take much space. So we're giving first intro. In the student who are interested to read more, they'll click the headline. Then they can take it. That will take them to the inner page. That text is given. So this headline is being hyperlinked with page name. Page name is Indochina.html. So this story is ready. Now this is the first story, and then now we'll add the second story. First story we gave 65%, the second story will give 35%. Align. And here the second story is smaller in the news value level, so we'll give H2. Punjab wants cancellation of test exam. So that's a headline. We will link it with this page name. Page name is Punjab.html. One image will insert. It's Punjab CM's picture. That is capped.jpg. Picture width is 145. Height is 85. Align. That was left, then this we can keep it right. And we will insert a quick paragraph. And we'll take the first paragraph only. So that's the first column. This is the second column. Table is over. So the two stories are created. Now we'll check the output. Right. the page is coming. Here some more text is coming, so we increase the image size a little more. Right. So this story starts at headline the left side, and here it's being center line. We will remove the center alignment within the column. That is not showing proper design output. Right. So this is the first story is ready, and like this, and we'll go for the remaining 3 stories here. So this is a story about 2 stories in the first table. So we'll insert the second table. There are 3 stories needs to be inserted here, and we will keep 35% percentage. 35%. There no image, so only the page paragraph part inserting. We'll take the first paragraph of that each story. Then the headline. Headline goes immediately. This is page 3. Or if it is here, we are given page 3. Page 2 we gave them, so 3 is fine. Link to the solar. This is first story over. Second story. Second story is again 35%. It's 3. Business story. Hyperlinked with the page WAPP HTML. That's the headline is over, then we start the paragraph. Then this is a third story. This again 35%. 3. This is a sports news. linked with the sport.html. The first paragraph of the story is complete. Paste it here. Hyperlinks being created. Hyperlinks being created. Hyperlinks being created. So this is a table with the first two stories, and this is the table with the last three stories. So this is the home page. Now we can check it. Page. So 1, 2, 3 stories are being given. And now by default, all the hyperlinks are having a blue color underline. And before that, you can see that this is not aligned properly because by default tables takes the middle position. So we'll change each table be aligned. This is all the three stories. So it's being aligned properly here. We can add some more text in order to make it look bigger. Taken up to the discovered. The second paragraph in order to make first page little gives enough details. We will check that. So this is giving us proper alignment. Now we will change the value of all the hyperlinks. So this is one way of doing this. We have changed the color of hyperlink to gray. Whenever you move the mouse over the hyperlink headline, it changes color to red color in order to give an indication that if you want to read more about this story, click the headline where it's being hyperlinked with the particular story. Like that, we are going to do that. And this page, there are two types of links. One, this kind of category links, then hyperlinks of headlines. So this category links has to be in white color, and other headline colors should be in the gray. So accordingly, we have to differentiate two colors for hyperlinks through style sheet. This will type style A dot category. Okay, that's for category purpose. Color is white. Okay. We don't want the underline text definition is. This is for A category. And the remaining is A. This is dot headline. You can see color is gray. Gray is 808080. Text decoration is and whenever mouse is being placed over the hyperlink, then it changes the color. So that is a save this. This is the page we are working on that. Refresh that. No changes because this attributes has to be linked with the respective hyperlinks. So this will first create a value for hyperlinks in category. So this is a category link, and here you mention class equals to double quote cat. And this automatically takes the value of the a.cat copy and mention it in every hyperlink of the second table where the category is being given. Save this. We have hyperlinks in the headlines. So go to headlines and type category. This is HR. Copy this, paste it here. This is our first two hyperlinks, and last three hyperlinks will cover it again. Save this, go back to file and refresh that. So this hyperlinks are white and red. These are gray and red. So the same way you can give two different hyperlinks with the two different colors. So that's how we have created. And here the border is a 1 and that color is showing. So we'll make it invisible, the color. So automatically it merges with the text. And we will give a space between the content. So cell padding is the 1. here that one line is coming, so we'll increase the height of the picture, so that makes 260. Right. And now the hyperlink has been created for all the headlines, and it should work like this. So this is the solar, okay, and sports. So all the pages are interlinked with the home page. So in order to insert down, you can see that to start with a colorful headline, colorful website name, then dark categories. So the anchor means the down bottom line will be kept open now. So we close it. It looks like a proper structure in the first page. So after the last table, create one more table with 70%. Green. That's 808080. Make it bold. So the text has to be aligned center. Color is white, so make it color is black by default, so we change it to white. So that gives a proper look. So it's a first table, second table, and third table. Within the third table, we inserted the first table for bigger and the second bigger story, and the second table within that third table. Without pictures, we give the less importance, and we inserted five stories, and then there's an anchor. So this is how a home page is being created now. So you can play around with the tables and other pictures and content in order to give a proper look for your website. You can experiment the same in your laptop system. Check whether the output is coming. Okay, thanks for watching this video.